Oh, yeah. What is up, Theology Nerds? This is Trip, and I'm here with my buddy Bo.
Top of the morning to you.
And we're going to nerd out. We're going to get the geeks out, and we're going to have ourselves a good old time. A good old time. Not mediocre time. Like a good time. All right, Bo? That's what we're
Like
doing.
we've had an extra cup of eggnog time.
Yeah. Like an extra cup of eggnog. Eggnog before breakfast. That's how the people do it.
Have you done it?
No.
Oh, it's majestic. On an empty stomach, eggnog is the perfect food. It's the breakfast of champions.
On an empty stomach,
Yeah.
eggnog is because it has protein in it. You're like,
Yes, and it's
like
creamy.
eggs and milk.
Yes, it's creamy. It's delightful. A little bit of cinnamon, nutmeg. It is the perfect breakfast food.
The perfect breakfast food. Man.
For the day after Christmas, when you didn't get what you wanted under the tree.
Do you have something you need to get off your chest, Bo?
Today's going to be a little contentious. So I woke up at 1 this morning. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's because I was so excited to record with you or if I'm trying to avoid domestic responsibility.
Oh. Well.
I don't know what is happening.
What if you were excited to record with me and you got up early to get all of them done so that you could be celebrated as a podcast partner and a life partner?
That would be best case scenario. You know, the honest truth is there's only so many things you can do in an average size house that are quiet.
Yeah.
So like
eggnog. Almost quiet.
Yeah, once the eggnog starts, you bump into things and trip and it gets louder.
Can you just hold the egg and focus on the whiskey? Is that always an option?
I haven't gone down that road, but I don't know. So it's funny, I try and do as much as I can, but like you don't realize how noisy doing the dishes is.
God.
Until there's somebody sleeping in the house. It's incredibly noisy. So you can't do that in the mornings. That's not a morning activity.
No, it's not. And
you can't vacuum.
We've recently moved all the kids into different rooms so that the littles are in separate rooms because Cora was starting middle school.
Okay.
But they love each other so much. We moved them. They had separate rooms, and for months they would come up with ways of falling asleep while reading together to stay in the same bed. Then we'd have to carry them. Mm-hmm. And but then Elgin, who just turned 18, we turned the playroom downstairs into like a little studio apartment type thing.
Yeah.
I think this is part of Alicia's bid to convince him to stay home at our house as long as possible, so that we don't have a kid that's moved out. We were both like, you're 18.
Okay, so, I see.
So you're now grown up.
And
that led to us making decisions to incur lots of debt. And so we're trying to avoid the debt. And I think she's like, Trip wants to help him avoid debt. I want to help him stay with mom longer. But that meant he's underneath the kitchen. So my normal nighttime ritual of doing the dishes is now like, if he goes to bed early, like half the nights we stay up and watch some show together. Other nights when he has like early morning college class, because he does half and half, he goes to bed at like 9. So I'm in there doing dishes after he got in his room. And I just get my phone's like blowing up. Like, don't you know I have to sleep? It sounds like you're playing drums over me. And I was like, all right, Dad. I'm just like, what is this?
My in-laws built a log home in Montana 40 some years ago. And when everybody's home for Christmas, it's a real problem because I get up hours before everyone else. And with my my girth, I make the floorboards creak. And so when I'm in the kitchen getting my coffee ready, everyone on the lower floor can hear the boards creaking. And so last Christmas, they moved their RV. I kid you not. They moved their RV down and parked it beside the garage and put all my coffee stuff out in the camper. And I got to sleep out in the camper so that everyone else could enjoy their mornings of vacation without Uncle Bo causing a ruckus in the kitchen. So I got my own vacation.
Oh, look, reasonable. I mean, at this point, like when you're at a certain age and you're a large-bodied male, like you just feel bad about it, like and you feel like the need to apologize for stuff.
Right. Yeah, like on airplanes.
Yeah, and I'll say like after I lost like 60 pounds and I'm still a large-bodied man, like the last 3 or 4 years, like I ranged like 50 to 60 pounds lower than like, Trip finishing a PhD.
Really?
Yeah. And like I got a whole new wardrobe, and it doesn't matter if you meet anybody that doesn't know you, right?
Yeah.
They're just like, oh God, I gotta sit next to this big guy on a plane. And I just look at them and I'm like, I'm down 60 pounds. I only have 1 day a week. I have more than 1,900 calories, and I only drink once a week unless it's a party or a vacation. I have no idea what else to do. I work out at least 4 times a week. This is what you get. I don't need your dirty, judgy looks.
Wow.
I'm in my 40s. Like I just can't do this anymore. And this old lady who gave me a look one time and then said something, she like, and she goes, I just get frustrated. And I'm like, look, I can't change this. Like, and I know what you're thinking, because, and I like say all the stuff I did, but like, what do you think if you don't know, someone could put all this effort in, and you're just like reminding them that there's nothing they could do to not be judged by people like you. Like, that's what you're doing. That's the consequence of it. And she's like, well, I've never thought of it like that. And I was like, look, you're old. Like, do you understand how much our culture doesn't even want to see old people, and families don't go out of their way to take care of them? Like, that's a prejudice as well. Like,
wow.
There's like, you won. You've lived longer than 99% of the human beings that ever lived on this planet, and you're healthy enough to go on an airplane and move across the world. Like, that's great, except we don't like seeing old people around unless they're in the White House. And she was just like, oh, okay. And I'm like, sorry. I was like, this is a touchy.
Yeah, she hit a nerve, I guess.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
When I walk on a plane and somebody gives me that look, I'm very sympathetic, and I go, I know, I'm sorry.
No, that's what I usually do. And I used to do that more.
Yeah.
When I was like, I know I have, I'm like, look, I have a full-time job, children, and I'm doing a PhD. How much do I need to do? Like, what amount of time do you think I have for exercise and sleep? I'm like, I do the things doctor said to do. I'm theoretically healthier than I've ever been. Do you need to carry my physical around and tell you that I'm no longer morbidly obese? I'm just normal obese.
Normal obese.
Which in America is kind of mid.
Yeah. Hey, have you ever seen those toggles where there's like 3 options or 4 options, and when you choose one, another one will turn off? So it'll be like you can do it well, you can do it cheap, you can do it long term, whatever it is, and then anytime you pick one, another one will unselect. I feel like that with like the PhD, being in shape, having healthy relationships, like
not getting fired from your job.
Fired from your job. Oh my gosh, yes.
I got well, they may not want this. A mutual friend of ours, who's around our age, single, sent me a meme. That was like one of those memes.
Yeah.
And it said, not horrible expression of Christian faith,
Yes.
mildly attractive, full-time employment. And it says pick two.
Pick two. That's awesome. Hey, when I walked into beer camp this year in Minneapolis,
Uh-huh.
St. Paul, the very first thing somebody said to me, I kid you not, I literally walk in the door and one of the people helping set up. So the very first thing somebody says to me is, "Weren't you a lot bigger last year?" And I said, "Wait, remind me your name." And
It's
then
good
I
to see you
said,
too.
and I said, "Listen, my dad had just died, and I was eating my emotions. I was comfort eating, so that and not biking. So that explains it. But I didn't realize somebody else was going to notice it right away, or I would have prepared emotionally. I was just
Ah.
wide open.
Okay, Bo.
Yeah.
So, normally everyone, the way this show works is I text Bo and I'm like, "Are we good on Friday?" And if we're both good, then I'm like, "What do you want to talk about?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it just kind of happens. But we actually have, well, I was like, I have things I want to try on you today, which is
Okay.
the opposite of our normal approach. And next week, and this is really just for those that are on the stream or anyone that could get free next week, we're having a Christmas party for the TNT. Kate Flynn, who is a professional cigar rep, ran the cigar time at Theology Beer Camp, is going to join us. And
Mm,
Kate's not just like, cigar pro, but went to Duke Div School,
wow.
had a interesting ordination journey, Mennonite. But anyway,
Oh,
she'll tell some of her story and stuff, but we're going to, I've mailed Bo
yes, you did.
the contenders for Cigar of the Year, and I mailed them to Kate. And I've done my due diligence and gone through 2 packs of them to have my thoughts on all of them. But we'll play along
Did
with
you
that.
really?
But then we'll talk. Anyway, we'll do some Christmas related
Trip,
stuff.
Trip, I don't think I can smoke 6 cigars during one podcast.
No, you don't have to smoke all 6 in one podcast.
Oh, I was going to.
No. Oh, well, that'd be a marathon podcast. I'll have to, and you probably don't. Well, actually,
I don't think
okay.
I could.
I know you smoke pipes, but if you're not used to cigars going 6 deep,
No,
that's
it's
like what I do
impossible.
for Easter. We do a resurrection smoke-a-thon at Easter,
Oh
and
Lord,
where I smoke like brisket or pork shoulder, something Southerners would do.
takes a while.
And then I have 3 litanies. There's F Satan, F death, and F sin. And they're kind of
Wow,
fun. I developed this liturgy in divinity school, and all of us that were youth ministers in div school, you don't have youth on Easter night. So we would
that's
just have
right.
this giant lawn party, which you can guess what happens at it. It's like a elevated version of what happens at Theology Beer Camp. And at 3 different times, when I start my first, second, and third cigar, I run a liturgy with everybody. And most of them look at me. But I usually do F Satan last. That way you've been chemically modified enough to embrace the mythological language of a quasi personal spiritual entity. Um, but you start with sin, then you get death, then Satan.
Wow. You know what I've learned in the last year and a half? If you are telling a story about beer camp and you want, if it's about the event, then you should use the official title, right? Theology Beer Camp. But if your story is actually about something you learned there, the content, it's better to call it the homebrewed event and then tell your story. Because I figured out that if you say, when I was at Theology Beer Camp, people stop, they can't hear the next thing you're going to
They're just
say.
like, you were what?
Yeah, they're like, sorry, there was some, I understood each of the words in your sentence, but I've never heard those words in a sentence. So I'm a little distracted. And you can see it in their eyes. Like, when he's done this story, I'm going to ask a question. So I figured out it's just best to say, hey, when I was at the homebrewed event this year, I was talking with Philip Clayton. Like, if that's what you want to do, right? unless the story is specifically about the event. So, yeah, little lesson for all.
Yeah. Okay. So here's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
Earlier this week at the Cigar Lounge, brief update. This is the serious part. Of the handful of regulars,
Yeah.
that at the time of election, the room was 8-4.
Okay.
Trump's down to 3. It's 3-9 now to 3 supporters. And
wow.
And one of those supporters is like, but that's just because I hate Joe Biden. And when I asked him why, his answer has nothing to do with anything about Joe Biden.
Right.
So
I have somebody like that. They just despise Biden. And it's funny because most people think he was like wet toast and ineffective. But this guy thinks he was a monster and a terrorist from the left. You're like,
oh yeah.
Really?
You're like, I don't think so. I got 3 Antifa leaders in my cell phone, and none of them like Joe Biden.
It's so funny.
But yeah, but someone asked about favorite Christmas movies. We got in it was a good hour-long argument where we were trying to power ranking Christmas films. And we look, this is quantitative research right here, Bo.
Yeah.
12 people in Cigar Lounge, 10 men, 2 women. This is these are the options, and I want to get your top 5. And look, this was some contested options, narrowing down the 25, because some people kept trying to stick in random other things, and we're like, now we're not right on the right number of votes, right?
Okay.
So here are your options.
Okay.
Then we're gonna go top 5. Our regs in the chat. I want to know your top 5. Here are our options: Home Alone, It's a Wonderful Life, Elf, Christmas Story, Polar Express, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Miracle on 31st Street, The Santa Claus, the first one, not the Disney.
They get better as they go. They age well.
A Charlie Brown Christmas, Home Alone 2. You know who was insistent that Home Alone 2 with the Trump cameo, and it can't be the NBC one where they edited him out, but I'm sure they edited it back in. That's what he added. Love Actually.
Yeah.
The Nightmare Before Christmas, Die Hard, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, White Christmas, The Holiday, Frosty the Snowman, A Christmas Carol, the Muppets version, Scrooged, Jingle All the Way, A Year Without Santa Claus, Klaus, Gremlins, The Fellowship of the Ring. That was Tripp's insistence.
I was going to say.
I know.
Oh, that is quite a list.
I know, but that's because we were like, we want everyone to vote their numbers, right?
Yeah,
and then add them up. And
well, how about this? How about I give you my top 10 and then you add I only have 3 of the 25 you named. I only have 3 in my top 10. So add my vote to your list.
Okay.
All right. Here's my top 10. Number 1, Christmas Vacation.
Me too.
Number 2, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, we discussed this.
Okay.
But it's not technically a Christmas movie.
I know. But it's
a border case.
Okay. Number 3, Jingle All the Way. Not just for Schwarzenegger, but Sinbad. I love the Sinbad character. So that gets 1 diversity point. And Christmas movies need that, you know.
Why? It's all for someone's birthday who's from Middle East.
Yeah. Number 4, Love Actually. Good one. Number 5, Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh.
It is one of the best movies to watch year after year because you always pick up on something new. There's like little nuggets tucked in there. It's a really good one. That's with Tim and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. The Holiday, especially for the Jack Black character, Underrated Christmas movie, The Holiday, very good one. That wasn't on your list. And then I went any Hallmark movie.
Oh,
I love.
it's a single movie that represents the whole genre.
That's right. It's called, yeah, all Hallmark movies. But here's where I go, a special case is a movie called New in Town, starring Renee Zellweger, who moves from Miami up to Minnesota. It is basically every Hallmark movie rolled into one. So
Oh,
New in Town is on my list. Okay. Then I have a category for number 9 called any black and white movie. So this is all of them. The kid where the kid shoots himself with the BB gun, where they put
that's not in
together.
black and white.
Oh, the version I watch is black and white.
Oh, Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Miracle
black
on
and white.
34th. All of them. I just White Christmas. I love them all. So any movie from the 50s and 60s, great. I'll watch it.
The black and white Christmas movies are like the crooners Christmas songs. Like,
Yes.
I can't tell which one's singing it, but it makes
No.
me happy.
Yeah.
You're just like, it's the most, and you're like, it's that guy. I know that guy. I like this. One of the things I've wanted to do, because I was a musical theater philosophy major and like was in theaters, art school,
Okay.
middle school, and high school.
Okay.
Like, I've wanted, just as a way to, like, this is one of my other ways of trying to do something as an adult and make friends. Be like,
Yeah.
I want to start taking voice lessons again,
Yeah.
but just say my only purpose for this is to like have 3 or 4 Christmas crooner songs nailed by the end of the year, so I can find some place that's doing karaoke, but just show up in a tux and sing it.
Oh, nice.
That's one I'm probably gonna have to get rid of some kids first, not early, but like let them mature, so that then
Yeah.
I can go, okay, I got 1 year.
You're not threatening to off your offspring.
No,
Yeah.
just where they become less time intensive.
Yeah. I like this idea. I loved Christmas caroling, so yeah, I love this idea. All right, and then number 10 on my list. It's a little off the beaten path, but I can explain. Fury Road, Mad Max. Okay.
Okay, that had 0 points.
It did have 0 points, but if you hear me out on this, it's my favorite movie. Period. Just my favorite movie. But no one will watch it with me. So at Christmas, after I've been around my in-laws and my wife's family for several days, I'll say, hey, I'm going to watch Fury Road tonight. And then everyone says, okay, well, you can watch that downstairs in the quilting room on the smaller TV because we're going to be watching something else up here. And then I get an evening to myself. See? So that's my favorite Christmas movie.
I see what you're doing.
Okay.
An evening by myself. That's what people without kids say. Like last night, ours are, Jazz, it's Thursday night. The littles were trying to get on the bed and they just want to keep reading. It just goes on. And I'm like, it's now an hour past when they're normally asleep. And only thing that's going through my head while I'm trying to be a good father and listen is, do you know how late I'm going to be up if I'm going to have an hour by myself when I'm not working before I sleep today? Like, I feel disrespected. And I mean, I'm not saying any of this.
Yeah.
I'm like, sure, I can read another chapter. I'm sorry you're having trouble going to sleep 45 minutes later than normal. I mean, I didn't say that. But
they must have had some caffeine late in the day.
No. There was some intense discussion over Christmas related things. But then they all started arguing, and then they still wanted to do our Advent reading, and then they went separate rooms, and then they each wanted me to read with them, and then they were like, well, we have to get to the right stopping point. This is a cliffhanger. And normally I'm a pushover for reading, but I'm just sitting there going like, yeah, but we're running behind. I want some moment of my day where I'm not working or parenting. And they don't understand. They don't understand, Bo. Okay, so I'm
You just threw up a chat on the screen, and I actually forgot that we had a chat. I was so into this conversation, so I made the mistake of opening it. But there's a lot going on over there.
I know I'm trying to add our votes in the. Okay, I'm going to tell a story, but the rest of you can add in your movie things, so then we can see how our chat versus the cigar lounge compares. How about that? That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Okay, so we in the room we had to pick 5, right?
Okay.
And then like your top pick gets 5 points to it, and then your second pick gets 4. So like you're giving more points to your favorite movie.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, and so like Christmas Vacation #1. It's my favorite,
Sure.
like to watch with my family,
Have to.
and I laugh. And look, in lockdown, that Christmas, well, the first lockdown Christmas, Haven finally caught some of the jokes, and we watched it like 3 times. And
Very nice.
he's our like most non-traditionally spiritual family member. He was in
Okay.
lockdown, so like why everyone else is a preacher's kid in their early
Yeah.
years and
Yeah.
understands what to do at church. He's just like, I was in lockdown, and my mom and dad had something on Zoom while I just like ate toast and played around it on Sundays. So like he's sitting there, but he thinks the prayer scene is so funny. The other day, it's like we're sitting there and we got the Advent candles and stuff come out, and I'm like, all right. And Alicia does her like getting them to do a reflection on whatever the week's thing, peace, love, joy, this kind of thing. And then they're like, oh, let's pray. Does anyone want to pray? And Haven goes like this: I pledge allegiance to the United States, to the republic for which it stands. And he just looks at me and does this. And those listening, he gives the Haven eyebrows. He looks at me and goes, and he's just like, I know what time it is. We can watch Christmas Vacation.
My favorite part of that scene is actually when the Chevy Chase character is asking her to give the blessing, but her
Great.
hearing's gone, and she doesn't know what he's asking her, and he says grace, and she's like, she died 30 years ago. And the guy points, Uncle Lewis points to his mouth and says, the blessing. And I do this to people all the time. If I'm like, hey, anybody, want to bless the food? And then no one ever volunteers. I go, the blessing.
Yeah. All right. So I got Christmas Vacation, then Home Alone.
Really?
Kids
Number 2.
love watching that. The It's a Wonderful Life. Watch
Sure.
it every
Yeah.
year while we put the decorations on growing up, and it's
Yeah.
one of those that gets better with time. Though I think the pacing and the shooting of it is so not compatible with contemporary people that are used to like
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Someone needs to remake the story in a version that's about 30 minutes shorter without all the
Interesting.
lingering stuff and better movement on the cameras. But then it's like no one can really Jimmy Stewart.
No.
But yeah, obviously Fellowship of the Ring, Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Oh,
What if we remade It's a Wonderful Life, but it was played by, what's that guy's name? Shoot, I just lost it. Sebastian Maniscalco. He has a pretty distinct way of talking, like Jimmy Stewart did.
you don't want someone to imitate Jimmy Stewart.
No, it's that would be
An elf. Yeah, that's Cora's fave, and my nephews and niece.
A modern masterpiece.
They love Elf, but it was surprising to me how much energy took over. So we got Augustine says Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation, Muppets, Gremlins, Fellowship of the Ring. Gremlins was one of those we're arguing if it's a Christmas movie or not.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like Die Hard.
Just a quick note on the Elf movie. It's so quotable, it's crazy. But the 2 things I end up quoting the most have nothing really to do with the movie, but they're super fun. One is anytime somebody says 10 a.m., I go 10 a.m. because that's when Santa the next day is supposed to be at the department store,
Uh-huh.
and Buddy is so fired up. And but it's 10 a.m. It's in that scene where he says, "Smiling's my favorite." So anytime somebody says 10 a.m., I yell 10 a.m. And the other one is it's a stupid scene, but when she is curling with one blade of the scissors, she's curling the ribbon on the presents, and she's using too much ribbon, and the manager wants her to use less, and so he says, 6 inches, and she says that's impossible, and he goes 6 inches. Anytime somebody says 6 inches, I do that, and no one knows what I'm doing. It's like if you didn't catch it in the movie, you don't know why. Anyway, so between 10 a.m. and 6 inches, those are my two lines that I quote the most out of that movie, and they have nothing to do with the movie.
Oh, well, I understand. Um, okay, Bo. I'm gonna ask you some questions, Mad Libs-style, and then
Okay.
next week, I'm gonna dramatically read the outline to the holiday Hallmark movie, but we need one of the characters to be clergy
Okay.
in it. This is your job.
Okay.
And all right, lead woman's name, Bo. Tell us about her.
In this Hallmark movie?
Yeah, you're just filling it. You know how Mad Libs, you fill in blanks, and then you don't know what the story is, but
Yeah,
then I put
yeah.
it in. All right,
Okay.
so what's her name?
Felicia.
All right. Um, what is her ordained profession?
She is she's an ordained deacon with the Episcopal Church.
All right. In what major city?
Oh, all right. Hold on. Wait, is Minot, North Dakota a major city?
No,
No.
no.
I'm gonna go Vancouver, British Columbia.
All right. All right. What is the challenge in the Advent and Christmas season at work that has her so distracted that she's missing the true meaning of Christmas?
Okay. They ordered something last year for this major Christmas pageant that they're putting on for the community, but because of Trump's tariffs,
Ooh.
they won't let it over the border.
Oh, yeah. They ordered it from Oriental Trading Company.
That's right. And they can't, it's not going to be there in time.
Okay. She's currently dating a bland man's name in a very bland profession who does not know that she's ordained in clergy.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's her name? What's his name
His
in his
name's
boring
Ted.
profession?
His
Ted.
name's Ted. And he is he's in regional sales manager, and that's why he's not around enough to notice the pattern. He's a regional
But
sales manager.
it needs to be something that a liberal Episcopalian finds ethically problematic, like
Okay.
big pharma rep.
Yes. He's a regional sales manager for Pfizer.
Yeah, and he's really good looking and sharp dressed, so she doesn't want to tell him that she's ordained.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
he's also like not a great personality, and he loves the hustle.
yeah,
I bet he carries a copy of like the Wall Street Journal with him all the
sure.
time because he focuses better when he holds things printed in black and white.
Yeah. He she likes to say he can sell a pair of khakis. That's a
And
compliment she likes
yeah,
to give.
and so in my Mad Lib, the it, he never has time for a very particular activity that she requests to do with him, and I thought it should be at some point I want you to go to church with me, because he's just like, oh yeah, faith is great, but he's never gone. He doesn't know she's clergy.
Oh, this is fun.
All right,
I'm sort
now
of into this scenario. Like, if I was a
crisis
single,
happens.
if I was a single clergy person, yeah, this would be fun to
All
think
right,
about.
crisis happens at quaint hometown that she's from.
Uh-oh.
So we need the crisis in the hometown.
Okay.
It could be family, anything that makes her have to leave during Christmas week, her church, to go home.
Yeah. So she's from Swift Current, and here's why this is important: is she hates it, but he always says the funny thing about Swift Current is that the people there are neither Swift nor Current.
Oh,
So she doesn't like.
He's got coastal elite judgment.
Yeah, and she doesn't like it very much. So she has to go back to Swift Current, and the crisis is because of the fires. They had fires there.
Oh, okay.
And people were evacuated. Now, with everybody coming home for Christmas, there aren't enough places to stay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm workshopping this.
So there's a fire in Swift
Current.
Yeah. So she's going back probably to help with like her family. Oh, her parents. She's the only child. Her parents are asked to evacuate.
Oh, okay.
And she goes back to her hometown to evacuate her parents. There's nowhere to put them. And so she runs into rugged man's name who's handsome with a folksy profession. And they were in the same confirmation class 30 years ago.
Oh my.
He has to like, he has to look like he would play a werewolf, where he's like hairy, he's got Dickies on and a red and black flannel shirt with taxidermist. He's a taxidermist. That AJ over on Substack said taxidermist.
Okay, I love it. I love it.
What is our taxidermist name who was in confirmation class with Felicia?
I'm trying to think of a very Canadian name, and I'm only coming up with like Gavin or Clayton. They're not specifically Canadian. I'm trying to think of people that I know have very Canadian names.
This is called Mad Libs. You just need to give it to me.
All right, we're gonna go with Clayton, but I might come back to this.
Okay. All right. She meets Clayton, our handsome taxidermist.
Yes.
Who has tapered flannel to show off his biceps, and he has a heart of gold, of course.
Oh.
Of course.
Gentle giant.
Yeah, but their initial interaction, she doesn't remember that they were in confirmation together.
Okay.
Right? What is she freaking out with trying to help her parents? Oh, okay. Here we go. There's no room in the inn.
I knew you'd go there.
There's no room in the inn.
That's
and
right.
She's venting after being turned away at the 2 hotels and runs into this guy who's trying to be nice to her. And she's like, look, my parents are on this other side of the river or whatever, where they're needing to evacuate. There's nowhere for them to go. I have to get home for work or I'm going to miss Christmas. And she's like, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I got space in my barn.
My workshop. Yeah.
In my workshop. She takes her and her parents there, not knowing that the workshop is a taxidermy workshop, and her parents and her are now on cots in a barn full of stuffed animals.
I love it. This is a fantastic scenario. There's no room at the inn. Oh, and the way they bump into each other, the meet cute, is they're at the only coffee shop in town, and they happen to both order the exact same drink. He was there earlier, and when they put his drink up on the counter, she grabs it because she thinks it's hers, And that's how they reconnect.
Oh, okay. And it has to be something flat white with
Yeah.
skim milk.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go. Because
Something
who asked
really
for flat
specific.
white with skim?
That's a Barry Taylor drink, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So um, we got a you got her reluctantly moving her parents and her temporarily into a taxidermy building, and bonding scene. Somewhat, she's there with her parents. He's not there. Someone comes and drops off a bunch of tagged deer. So they have not been they haven't been cleaned.
Okay.
They're just dead. Someone in a truck. There's dead deer. She's out front of the smoking a cigarette because she's freaking out on the phone with like someone at the church, and a
Oh
dude
my.
drops up. She's half ignoring him, and he's like, "It's cool if I leave it here," and they're like, "Yeah, it's for Clayton." Okay, and then she turns back around, ignoring him. Turns back around, turns back to where he is, driving off, and there's just 3 dead deer on the ground.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, so they end up having their whole like, bonding stuff. Fun ensues. Whatever. All right, but then, where, they discover they were in confirmation together. The mom's like, "Oh, don't you remember y'all were at church?" Well, the mom at some point goes like, "Oh, his parents died years ago. We were so close to them." And and a picture that they brought with them too is them together as little kids in a Christmas pageant.
This is brilliant.
They were Mary and Joseph. Come on. Yeah.
Oh,
They were
this is
Mary and Joseph,
Yes.
5-year-olds. Mary and Joseph.
in the pageant.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, AJ again with the banger. She's a vegetarian, an Episcopal vegetarian.
I love it.
She only has fish on Christmas Eve or whatever, the night of the 12 fishes or whatever that thing. Okay, so the she so what happens that gets her and him? Oh, her car breaks. He has to drive her back to run the Christmas pageant, and this is the first Sunday Ted shows up at her church at the Christmas pageant.
Oh,
and they're both there. She hadn't seen him. She's like, "Oh, I'm going to be back." Then her car's broken, and she's like, "How am I going to get there?" And he's like,
yeah.
"I mean, I can take you."
Clayton took her, yeah.
And she doesn't know. She didn't really think he'll show up, but there it is. She's getting out of Clayton's truck with a gun rack. Are y'all allowed to have gun racks in Canada?
In the North Country, probably, but
and so getting out of the truck, they're like rehearsing their memories from growing up, and it's all blah blah blah. And there's Ted, and this leads to a crisis.
Okay.
Right. It is. What do they call the pop-up pageants? Where you don't have to have parts before it, and anyone that's there can have it.
Yeah.
They're very fun, especially if your church has a lot of new kids because they're seeing grandparents and your regulars aren't there. It's like an easy way to do it. Okay, so they're doing something like that. And now, what has to happen to make the tension between it really difficult? Like, what does Ted have to do to make her go, "Oh, maybe there really is an opening with this"? He came. Now, what's his gesture that makes her feel really? Felicia's now super conflicted. Like, what happens at the church thing, Bo?
There has to be something no one wants to do, and Ted is like uniquely both qualified and willing to do it.
Oh, we got suggested names. Rhett in the chat. Jesse.
What if
Evan.
I'm just throwing this out. What if he What if the narrator, the person who was going to be the narrator slash director, suddenly falls ill, and it's this big responsibility, and no one feels like they can do it, and Ted is willing to do it?
Okay, so Ted steps in, and she's like, "You just have to read this, right?"
Including all the names in the cities.
Yeah, and he's like, "I haven't been in a church since I was little. I don't know any of this." And she just says, "Say it with confidence. Most of the people here don't know them." And he completely busts it, um, like it just mangles names. What if he accidentally keeps reading and reads the slaughter of the innocents?
Yeah.
Like they give him the they give him the they throw up, they give him like the Bible, and he just keeps reading, and he reads the slaughter of the innocents. And the kids start to act it out. The kids start to act it out. and then like one at the end of it, it just says in it, it's like a prompt to share like the meaning of Christmas to you. And Ted goes like, Ted says something like it has to be like super sweet or whatever. And he's like, Felicia has been inviting me to church for like the last year and a half, and I always made excuses and blah, blah, like, and he gives this like heartfelt thing, but like her love and care for other people and stuff and blah, blah, blah. And like, I just think the meaning of Christmas is like learning how to make space for other people in your life. Something, that like, our Canadian guy did.
He's so affirming of her that she obviously, her heart is open to him. It's like the most seen and affirmed she has felt. And now that he knows more about her, the truth about her, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. How about that happens? And, she's like, I got to go back. I'm having Christmas with my parents, the fire. And he's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Well, I could drive you. And she's like, well, one of my friends from growing up. And he goes, well, just send me the address. After I see my family in the morning, I'll come see you Christmas Day. And, okay, so then they're in the drive. They're driving back. So now you have to have this wrestling, her internal wrestling. So there has to be a conversation with our hunky taxidermist on the way back that makes the whole thing. Oh, here, make it doubly. She's now moved by what he says. They're doing the buy. Oh, he can drive me. Oh, that'd be nice. Then you can meet. I want to meet your parents. She doesn't know what to do. Like, I'll come up. Just send me the address. I'll come up. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll text it to you. Right. So now it's stuck on her in the text. And he goes, and he says, you know what's so amazing about this? Like, I recently have really started having like a real interest in faith and stuff. I don't know if do you know who Jordan Peterson is? And he gives like in 30 seconds, just enough signal that his interest in faith is like the weird right-wing revival. But he's also cute. And he's like, I don't know, but I have no idea I was going to be married to someone, or, I was dating someone, that like knows all about this. Like, I used to never believe like a virgin could conceive. Something with an Episcopalian's like, oh God. Oh. Okay. So then they get in the car and they're driving back, and she like brings that up, but they haven't spoken like the sexual tension, Yeah. And so like he's being like really empathetic and listening, and then he goes, so what are you so conflicted about? Like, this is what you're waiting. And she goes, you won't believe what he said. Like, he's like, text me an address, I'll come. And I was like, well, I got to ask him, we're staying in his house. And he's like, no, I think that's fine. Like, he's never met your parents.
Clayton's totally cool with it.
Yeah. And he's like, he has to say, I didn't know a woman could be a pastor. Is that Christian? Yes, add that. Yes. Wait, AJ in the chat on Substack has all these ideas. This is great. Okay, so Yeah, he has to say that. Then, she's talking with her taxidermist hunk on the ride back, and he's like, yeah, um, a, a lot of guys have really got caught up in the algorithm. Like he has to be like understanding. He's like, but if he's just now having a religious awakening, you don't know where he'll be later, and like God can really connect with people in different places and blah blah blah. Like, maybe you should give him a. You know what really helped me when I read Borgen Crossan's First Christmas, like it meant I was like, this stuff is supernatural, blah blah blah. It just seems odd. Like I don't know anything about this, but my parents gave me that book right before they died, and I read it every Christmas.
And you're speaking my language, man.
Yeah, and they're like, and now he's like saying this, and she's like, oh my God, he clicks all three parts of the meme. He's very good looking. He has a full-time job, and he reads Borg Crossan First Christmas every time, and blah. But he's not going to do what? He's not going to leave his small town taxidermy.
No.
What happens? What happens that night? Because the pop-up service is probably like the Sunday before Christmas or something, right? The bishop calls and says, aren't you from, what was the name of our town?
Swift Current.
Like we're looking for someone to run the rebuilding project for the denomination.
I was going to bring this up.
Okay, then you tell me. You're the one who does.
I was gonna somehow try and work in like the appointment system that Clayton says he'll never leave Swift Current. So here's two important things about him. He says he'll never leave Swift Current, but she, up until this point, never thought she would have the chance to move back. The other thing we forgot to mention, she hates when people are on their cell phones, especially like during the service.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Episcopals hate that junk.
Yeah.
They're like, look, we only are religious an hour a week. These services are tight. You gotta turn that phone off.
That's true. And Ted is always on his phone. He has one of those watches. He's always looking down at his watch to see his text messages. Clayton doesn't even own a cell phone.
What if he has the same flip phone from high school?
Yes.
And an iPod. And an iPod. He uses an iPod in his truck.
That he has to sync with a physical cable cord.
Yes. Oh, also Ted, our pharmaceutical guy, doesn't drink, which is like really problematic for Episcopalians. It's like, I mean, can you even do the Eucharist? You can't go on a spiritual. Yeah, like it. That was another AJ comment. Like, would an Episcopalian, because wherever there are 3 or 4 Episcopalians, there will be a 5th.
That's
here we go. Evan has a Moto Razor and an iPod Mini.
Yes.
Okay. And the iPod Mini is it's like almost all like Southern rock music.
Yeah.
And she's like, why do you listen to Leonard Skinner all the time? And he's like, why not?
And Georgia Satellites.
Yeah. Got a little change in my pockets going jang-a-lang-a-lang. Gonna call you on telephone, baby.
That's his karaoke song.
Yes. That's what happens. They get back. She's processing it. And he says, we just need to have some fun. And then she goes, what the hell is there to do in Swift Creek? Or what's the name of it?
Yeah.
Swift Current. And he's like, karaoke? They go to a dive bar where everyone knows him. And she runs into people that were also grew up with her. They're now all reconnecting. They're having this thing.
This is awesome. Yes.
They call him up to sing. And in this process, she hears from their old mutual friends reconnecting. He's not just a taxidermist. What is it that he does for the community that makes him just irresistible? He has to have a community service thing. Yeah. And they're like, like, she's like, how is he still single? Like, what does he even do? Like, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, well, ever since his parents died, he's really put all his energy into?
Reindeer farm. He has the reindeer for the town celebration.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's their Christmas parade. It's a thing for this town that the end of the Christmas parade is an actual sleigh pulled by reindeer, and
Yeah.
and he coordinates with the local hospital all of like the sick kids to come
Yes.
and ride on the reindeer.
Yeah.
He keeps them all year.
Yeah.
This whole thing.
He has a hobby Christmas tree farm. He's the reindeer. It's like a petting zoo. Yes.
Okay, here are the other options we got. He plays Santa.
That would be
he's
awesome too.
the head of the soup kitchen in town.
Good call.
That's
an Episcopal love language.
He runs a food bank using the meat from taxidermy. The vegetarian.
It's called the Roadkill Cafe.
Yes. Meals with Dignity. The Roadkill Cafe. And that's why people kept dropping off all the deer before they left, because they knew half the town had moved out. A bunch of their homes are burning down. And when they get back, she has to help him cook.
Yes,
like
all the venison.
40 billion servings of deer meat chili.
Yes, and she doesn't know why people just keep dropping off deer.
And she has an old swing set with no things on it that he hangs the deer up on to bleed out.
Yes.
That is too good. Oh my God.
He keeps referencing it as the outdoor cooler.
Because it's never warm enough in December to worry about it. Okay, he also has a dog. He has to have a dog.
Okay.
But you expect him to have like a big, nasty dog, but he has the toy poodle.
Okay.
And the toy poodle is named what?
Gretzky.
Oh. It has to be a reindeer name.
Oh.
The toy poodle.
Yes.
And it's always hanging out with the reindeer, and the reindeer is scared of his toy poodle. It's a 3-legged poodle named Lucky.
Yeah, it is. Well, yeah. I mean, if you heard the story, you'd understand.
You would understand. Okay, now she's hearing about all this. He gets up there. He sings Georgia Satellites. But at the beginning, he goes this whole thing. He's like, Felicia came up here to help her parents. So many of us that grew up with her haven't seen her in so long, and blah, 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 blah. He's like, and he gives this like kind of heartfelt thing. He's like, I want to dedicate this song to her. And she like starts to smile, and then it's Georgia Satellites. Keep your hands to yourself.
Does he sing it well?
Well, you know how you assess karaoke is not the quality, but the commitment.
Okay. And he's committed.
Yeah. And one of his friends comes up there in the first verse. And then his like longtime female friend, like his best friend that she was talking to, where she's getting this information, she pulls her up. And by the end, all of them are singing Georgia Satellites on the stage, karaoke. It fades out. And then it like comes up as he's like telling her good night as she's walking into the place. And there's a note on the door and her parents left. And that says, "We're asleep. Please be quiet." And she's like, "Oh my God, my dad, he wakes up with everything. Like anything will wake him up." And he's like, "We could always stay in my place." And she's like, I don't know. That would be like pre-milking a cow. And he's like, "It's all good. I can keep my hands to myself."
Yes.
And then she pauses and says, "Well, what if I don't want to?"
Oh, Sookie.
And she just kind of said it. And then she's like, "Did I say that out loud?"
Uh-oh.
And he says, "I didn't hear anything." And he moves close. And there's like the forbidden kiss. Yeah. Because who would have thought Georgia Satellites, that song, would really be a plot turn? You know who did? Hallmark. Hallmark knew it. They were like,
turns
we
out
can't
they had-
license a Leonard Skinner song. That's too expensive for our
It
movies.
turns out they had bought the rights to it about 10 years ago, but they didn't know how they were ever going to work it into a movie. And they're just delighted that they found this plot twist. It's like buying a website on speculation. So this is gold.
Yeah. Okay. So, it's getting close. They have the sometime in that week is the parade. She's helping him serve the deer chili to
Yes.
everyone. Her mom has to have a heart-to-heart with her, and be like, I've never seen you so happy, blah, 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 this kind of thing.
Wow.
And then she tells her mom, like, what's going on. And it's like, I have to, this guy I've been dating, and he showed up, and it was blah, blah, blah. And I'm supposed to text him because he wanted to come meet y'all Christmas afternoon. And she's like, well, if you love him, then I'd love to meet him, but it has to like end in a way that we don't know if she's going
Yes.
to text him or not. And then our hunky taxidermist will
Clayton.
ask her. And Clayton's like, well, did you get back with Ted? Do we want to make space for him if he's going to stay the night after? Well, like, and she's like, well, I called him or something like that, where it's ambiguous and you don't know what she told him. Something like that. Like there has to be like this ambiguity.
Yeah.
And so he's not sure what's happening. But how are we going to do the decision thing? She has to make the decision of like, this new love, reconnecting, hometown, connection with family, blah, blah, blah. Or like staying in the city, staying in career there, that kind of thing.
But we have to decide for her?
Well, we're writing the script. I'm gonna make a short story version of this, and we'll read it next week.
I know. Okay. I want to be surprised. I don't want to pre-decide. I just want you to be inspired.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to know how it ends.
Oh, so whatever I say goes.
Yeah.
Well, that's dangerous. All right. Well, that means you can't even give input on what the like 1 year later scene is that we,
Oh, right. We have to do that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we could workshop two different ones though, where in one scenario, she is back in Swift Current. They're in the new community center that she has helped rebuild. And that's where they serve the venison dinner. And so that would be like one door. And the other door, she'd be back in British Columbia. But something would have to happen with her and Ted. I'm trying to think. Like, because he would have to have had an awakening.
Oh, what if we find out on the call that where he's like, she calls to tell him, right?
Okay.
Where he just goes, I mean, I don't really know the way of saying this. Like, I just don't know how comfortable I am dating a female priest.
Yes. Yes.
I want to figure out where it goes.
Yes. This is brilliant because if he is just a newbie, he's gonna, especially if he's getting his information from folks like Jordan Peterson, he is going to be introduced to the idea that the ordination is male only, and so he's gonna have to wrestle with that.
Yeah, something about lobsters. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Hold on, I got coffee coming out my nose.
Oh man. Okay. There we go. All right. Bo, I have to say, I had no idea if that would be as entertaining as I thought it was. I didn't no idea if it would work, but I was thoroughly entertained playing this game.
That was a fun prompt. We've never done anything like that before. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think our Canadian listeners are really going to enjoy this story next week. So
Yeah.
you're going to read this when Kate's on?
Yeah.
All
That
right.
way we can get reviews from
Okay.
everybody here
Okay.
as to our pitch of next year's groundbreaking Hallmark Christmas film. No Room at the End. That's what it's got to be called.
No.
No room, just venison.
Hey, can we talk Christmas songs?
Mm-hmm.
Just
You know the best part about this? I thought this was going to take 5 minutes because I actually did have like a theology topic.
no way.
We can do
I
it.
thought this was your prompt.
No, I had a few things.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That the feeding center's Roadkill Cafe is too good.
That's some inside baseball stuff, man.
It's called Dignity Chili. That's what they call it. Oh, and she's like, isn't it weird that you take care of reindeer, but you kill lots of them? He's like, oh no, those are whitetail.
Totally different thing.
Totally different. You don't kill reindeer. They're protected. It's a population thing. Yeah, that's what he does. He starts explaining to her how it's unethical not to hunt. He's like, do you understand how many traffic deaths there'd be if we didn't have hunters? That's how we control the population. Are you interested in reintroducing wolves?
It turns out that the dinner, the Roadkill Cafe, is actually sponsored by the insurance company in town because it benefits them that they don't have as many people filing claims of hitting deer, right? So it actually benefits them.
Oh yeah. Oh, what if she mentions to Ted, like being creeped out about him being a taxidermist, and then he's doing there are all these deer and blah 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 blah, and then he's explaining the logic of it, and he's like, look, I know that like on principle you just don't like factory farming and the blah blah that kind of thing, but
Yes.
like, you know, it's actually like ecologically aware, short of reintroducing predators back into the ecosystem to cull deer. Like, we eliminated the natural predators, so you're going to have all sorts of deaths, and then a lot of them will starve in the winter, and blah, blah. Like, it's ultimately the more compassionate thing to do, and they have a great life until they get shot like a normal deer life, not like factory farming, blah 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 blah. And he's like, I know, like that's why Mark Zuckerberg only eats meat he's harvested. What a hero.
Or he knows who has. Either he or he knows who has.
He has to say, what a hero. You know.
I love it.
Oh my God, this is so entertaining. All right. What were you going to say about Christmas songs?
I just wanted to tell you my favorite Christmas songs.
Okay.
Number one, "Oh Holy Night." I don't even think anything else is in that category.
Yeah. Oh, verse 3 is the best verse.
Truly, he taught us to love one another.
Yep.
His law is love, and his gospel is peace.
Uh-huh.
Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother.
Exactly. And
And
in
in
his
his
name,
name, all oppression shall cease.
I mean, it is the best like cover of the Magnificat in one verse.
Man. I love the part where it says "fall on your knees." That note, "fall on your knees." I love that section.
Mm-hmm. In the and then it also has one of the lines of like becoming friends, right?
Yeah. All right. So "Oh Holy Night" is number one. Everything else is just a distant second. But I'm just gonna say I love "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." I love it because I have such good memories. We would use it as almost like a call to worship for the Christmas Eve service. Loved it.
Oh, one other addition, AJ in the chat
Yeah.
said our hunky taxidermist um, on the ride back. They get in a discussion about hunting or whatever, and then he's like, "Hey, have you read Tony Jones' book?"
Which she has and didn't like.
Oh yeah, she's mad about it. She's like, "Did do you know when I was at Theology Beer Camp a few years ago, he from stage described taking a head off a winged fowl in front of the audience? It was really triggering."
We can keep coming back as suggestions roll in. Number 3, O Come, Emmanuel.
Oh, but isn't that more Advent?
Yes, but I reprise it on Christmas Eve. It's
Hmm.
like my tie-in. Love Silent Night because we do the candle lifting thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's a beautiful ceremony. Joy to the World is just the best way to end a Christmas Eve service.
Yeah, if you're present and you got all the families up in there, people all across everyone knows Joy of the World.
Yeah.
And if your heart's not strangely warm wrapping up Christmas Eve service with Joy of the World, like, I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah. No.
Like, even on my saddest Christmases,
yeah.
Joy of the World hits.
Yeah. So powerful. I like the song Go Tell It on the Mountain, especially the James Taylor version. Have you ever heard it?
Yeah. No, it's on. I have a 40-song Christmas playlist of like what I play when I'm like in the kitchen and stuff, basically once Advent starts. There's like 2/3 like the traditional Christmas songs and 1/3 like the more easy listening crooner Christmas nostalgia song, or a Michael Bublé version because I like him.
Oh, Bublé.
You know the other James Taylor Christmas song that is like peak awesome?
What?
It's not on his Christmas album.
Okay.
But it's Home by Another Way. It's his Wise Man song. Have you ever heard it?
I haven't, but I'll listen to it soon.
It's excellent. All right, because it goes, those magic men, the magi, some people call them wise, or oriental even kings. Anyway, those guys, they visited with Jesus. They sure enjoyed their stay. Then, warned in a dream of Herod's scheme, they went home by another way. Home by another way, home by another way. Maybe me and you could be wise guys too and go home by another way. And then each verse kind of goes to, like the next one: steer clear to royal welcomes, avoid a big to-do. A king who would slaughter the innocents will not cut a deal for you. He really, really wants those presents. He'll comb your camel's fur till his boys announce they found trace amounts of your frankincense, gold, and myrrh. And like it is, it uses a story, and then it's like we should pick a different way than the kind of the way of the domination system and such. I was just like, oh, come on. That and Jackson Brown's Rebel Jesus. You know that one?
No.
Really?
But can I tell you something I listened to the other day that was amazing? I had to borrow my friend's truck because I was doing a kitchen renovation, and I had to take everything to the dump. By the way, 460 pounds of cabinetry I had to take to the dump. Anyway, so in his truck, and this really surprised me, he was listening to what I originally thought was a Christmas station, but songs I had never heard before. And it turns out it's the contemporary Christian Christmas station. I didn't even know this was a thing. 88.1. And so, Trip, they were singing Christmas song mashups that I have never considered in my life. And it was awesome. And it had rock and roll beats and just amazing, the vocalists. But they had worship choirs who would sing things like, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. And then it would mash into a different song. But then later they would cycle back through again, wonders of his love, and then finish with the original song. I enjoyed myself so thoroughly contemporary Christian Christmas music.
The worst is when they do that, and then whatever they add for their like singable chorus is they're like, oh, well, this really cool old hymn doesn't have a crappy atonement theory in it, so let's add it in our middle chorus.
That's true. I did hear one of those. I did. They insisted on bringing in what I'm assuming is this song they congregationally sing that had atonement theory in it. And I was like, no, see, that's an Easter song. Stop it.
Okay, Bo. Jackson Browne, Rebel Jesus.
Okay.
Well, we guard our world with locks and guns. We guard our fine possessions. And once a year when Christmas comes, we give to our relations. And perhaps we give a little to the poor if the generosity should seize us. But if anyone should interfere in the business of why they are poor, they get the same as the rebel Jesus.
Oh, gosh.
Now, pardon me if I've seemed to take a tone of judgment, for I've no wish to come between this day and your enjoyment. In a life of hardship and earthly toil, there's a need for anything that frees us. So I bid you pleasure and bid you cheer from a heathen and a pagan on the side of the rebel Jesus.
Wow.
It's spectacular. I mean, that's just the last two verses, but like the whole thing is just, it's excellent. That you don't know either one of those songs. Now you're going to get to enjoy them.
I know. I'm so looking forward to this. Okay. Joy to the World. We talked about Go Tell It on the Mountain. All right, number 7, the first Noel. The reason I love this is where it comes in the Christmas Eve service. This is the transition between Advent and Christmas for me.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. 8, Angels We Have Heard on High. Beautiful song. 9, little bit of a wild card, Little Drummer Boy. I know not technically Christmas hymn, but I just, as a drummer, I just love that we have a song that incorporates drums. I love it. I love the percussive.
Yeah. What if you mix together that and thumpity thump thump? Look at Frosty. You can.
Oh yeah, that's a good mashup. And then finally on my list is any song with a kid's Christmas vocal part, like in the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, the intro where the kids are singing those really high notes, that you can only hit in like Norway or Denmark or somewhere. Like a bunch of little Bjorks, just
a bunch of little Bjorks.
I love kids' Christmas choruses.
Yeah.
Especially those really high notes. They're crazy. Wild to listen to.
In the chat, we had the 1983 Amy Grant Christmas album reference, which is spectacular.
I'm listening to it currently.
Okay. Is it in one of your ears? This is why.
No, I mean, it's in my car right now. I still have a CD player in my car, and I have that CD in.
Well, the A Mighty Fortress mix with Angels We Have Heard on High, that's good. That's good. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, it's quality move. Have you heard the 7-Day Jesus version of Oh Holy Night?
Maybe.
Oh, you would know. Okay. You would be like, oh God, why? How is this so good? You just need to go listen to it. This is your homework. Jackson Browne.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
Yeah, Rebel Jesus, 7-Day Jesus, Oh Holy Night, and then James Taylor, Home by Another Way.
All right,
you'll be like,
I'm going to add these to my playlist.
Oh, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Well,
this
the question you have to do, Bo.
Yeah.
We either have an hour and 20-minute intro, or
that would be the longest banter section of all time for us.
No, this is just a banter cast. The episode that was just an intro, or a Theology Nerds Hallmark Christmas, or
there you go.
Who knows? Who knows?
That was funny.
But did you see that the AI definitely selected the poem last week
Yes, I
as
did.
a clippable.
Rusty from the back roads.
Yeah, Rusty from the Backroads spoken word poem there really made the AI.
I wonder how AI knows. It must be inflection or I'm really impressed. And I called it. I said that they would make that as if it has a personality. The AI would pick that as a segment.
I know. You're like a foreteller, you know?
I pick up on patterns really quickly, and it's since my introduction to AI. By the way, I don't know if I'll get to it this week because I'm still in the middle of a little bit of a renovation, but I have a post coming up called I Prefer the AI Version of Myself. Trip, I Googled something. I think I told you this a couple weeks ago, and I think I already told you the story, but I still love it. Normally I use Safari, and Safari doesn't have AI built in, but I didn't have my laptop. So I was Googling this thing on the church computer, and that has a Chrome, which contains AI,
The Gemini, yeah.
the Gemini. And what came up for this Caputo quote that I was looking for had me in it, had my name in it. Because apparently over the years, I've
said it enough.
Apparently I've used this quote a lot. And Trip, it had my original website in Everyday Theology from 2008, 9, 10 that I don't even have anymore. And several other things, and some of which don't even exist. And I came up in this. So I click on it, like, what am I looking at? Because I didn't notice that on the top, it said, AI was on the far left tab. And then what I was seeing is the all was the second tab in, and I didn't know that. So I'm looking at this. So I click on me, like, why am I a part of this? And a summary of my work comes up. And Trip, it was majestic. It made me sound like a profound scholar. It was wonderful. And I took a screenshot of it, and I'm going to do a post about how I actually prefer the AI version of myself because I sound like I know what I'm doing.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's funny. That's funny. AI, if I tell it to do something in Trip Fuller's voice, it's hilarious because it just gets real creative at trying to stick beer jokes in it.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, okay. The chance that it uses the word zesty is about 90%.
There you go. In the summary of my work, it called me kenotic scholar.
Oh.
How would I even know that?
You're like, look, I am one. That's what I do. I just connote.
It was amazing. I'm really looking forward to the post, to be honest.
What if John Caputo emailed you and was like, I don't know why AI thinks you're my primary interpreter.
What if I'm like, John, I am to you what you are to Derrida. Like
there you go.
I make
I'm
you.
sure he'll think great. That's funny. Okay, but I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
So do you want to end or do you want to do one of my other bits I have planned?
I think we should save that.
Okay.
Like I mentioned, I'm in the middle of a kitchen renovation that I didn't know I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
We had a water leak and we caught it in time, but it forced us to make some very instant decisions.
Yeah.
So I'm currently counterless.
Well, I hope the little baby JC gets you a counter for Christmas.
I think I'm getting a butcher block cabinet. Yes.
Well, remember, Christ has no hands but ours. So it's like self-gifting, but not really.
Oh my gosh. Hey, I'm looking forward to next week. Are we doing it at the same time?
Yeah.
So 9 a.m. your time.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. You have to give the Christmas benediction here or the Advent benediction.
Oh, okay. Um, let me- I'm trying to work in our Hallmark Mad Libs.
Good luck.
All right. Oh, I'm not doing very well. So let me just tell you what's distracting me. The Trans Canada Highway runs through Swift Current, and it'll take you all the way to Vancouver. And I'm trying to work in the Trans Siberian Orchestra. I was trying to like dovetail
Oh,
the two, and I'm not doing that great with it. But all right. Oh, I was gonna do something about. Hold on, I'm still workshopping. I was gonna
oh,
do something about roadkill.
okay. Well, Roadkill
Um,
Cafe.
from the cafe. Maybe I should just let the Mad Libs go. And yeah. All right. Oh, you know what I should do? I should do Old Holy Night. I should do Old Holy Night, but in the voice.
Okay.
Like ooh yeah, brother. Like that.
All right. All right.